You know, sometimes we catch a glimpse of a verse or part of a verse, and we hold on to that and think that just holding that we've got the whole story. And that's true for this one that I'm going to mention you today, because we all know, choose for yourself this day whom you're going to serve. But it actually sits in a slightly different context from what we might realize. So we're in the book of Joshua and we're in chapter 24, and I'm going to read this from verse 15. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served beyond the Euphrates, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you are living. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. So actually, that statement, choose this day whom you're going to serve, was like saying to them, are you going to choose the gods of the past or the gods of the land in which you're going to live? And what he's doing is actually encouraging them to dismiss both of those options. I know that seems strange because we know that verse so well and we're thinking, well, which of those two am I going to choose? Well, sometimes the answer is don't choose either of them because there's a better option available. And the better option is to serve the Lord. That's why he says, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You might serve the God of those beyond the river Euphrates. You might serve, on the other hand, those of the Amorites in the land in which you've come to live. But it's not just a straightforward choice. It's not this or that. There's a third option. And I want to say to you that very often, you know, when you're faced with the choice, you just need to step back for a moment to think, hold on, I know that verse, choose which you're going to serve, but it wasn't either of those. There was a third option. And you'd be amazed how many times when you're feeling squashed into a decision between two things that just don't look good, and you're thinking, oh, what do I want? You know, between a rock and a hard place. But actually, if you just wait on the Lord, you'll discover that there's another option. So what I'm really recommending you today is that you look at these kind of verses and just get the fuller picture, because there's a bigger lesson behind the lesson that we know. Of course, it's good to choose, but sometimes the choice that's on offer is greater than we might at first realize. And so I want you to hold on to that, because over and over again, I can tell you in my life, there's been times when I've thought it's either this or that, and I just don't know, and I don't feel about peace about either of them. And then suddenly I realize, hold on, if I'm patient and I really say, God, is there something else you want to show me? I discover that yes, there was another choice all along. So it doesn't have to be this on one hand or that on the other. It could be the perfect solution that God has got. So if you're in that kind of fix, I want you to remember that sometimes when it comes to choosing, there's more than that simple option, either this or that. There could be a third way that means so much more. And of course, here in Joshua, we've got the ultimate answer, haven't we? That as for me and my house, we're going to choose to serve the Lord. So I want you to have that kind of radiant testimony where others are opting for this one that's a bit less and this one that's even lesser, that you come in and say, I've got the best. I've chosen this day who I'm going to serve, and I'm going to serve the Lord. And if you hold on to that and make that always your principle, that you're going to serve the Lord come what may, then if you are tempted to make a lesser choice, you will hold on until you see the right solution. You don't have to settle for anything lesser when it comes to the things of God. He doesn't want to palm us off with something that isn't going to be a blessing and isn't going to work. So when you're in that place, just hold on in there and remember that it's not always a straight choice. Sometimes we hold on and we can then declare, as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. And as for me and my house, we've just got a better answer than the one that I thought we were going to be left with. So hold on in there and just remember that in the goodness of God, there's a way that is better than those things that could distract us and take us in the wrong direction. Have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you sometime in the future.